It only took me a couple of minutes to create this social media manager inside of NotebookLM that can create carousels for Instagram or TikTok and grow both of those accounts with just a few clicks of a button. And the reason I was able to do it so quickly is because of the way that I build my agents. All I have to do is tell NotebookLM what type of carousel I want, like I did right here, where I said create an Instagram carousel about creating agents inside ChatGPT. And then NotebookLM is going to write special instructions with my brand colors, my brand design, based on whatever content I have available that I can then pass off to ChatGPT, who will then create all 10 slides ready to be uploaded to Instagram or TikTok. These workflows are easily transferable at scale to any type of system. So it's not just something that I can do in the web interface. I can do this with MCP or code or anything else. It doesn't matter, because this is first principles thinking. And so once you understand that there is a logic and there is a library, there are rules and instructions and a way of thinking about the problem, and then there are tools that help to solve that problem, then you've kind of understood the entire thing at a bird's eye view. And so what I typically do is this. The first thing I do is a brain dump for what I'm trying to do. So this is my problem. I need a social media manager who can help me grow my Instagram or TikTok account with high quality photos or carousels that I can post that are low effort but high value, that don't cost me a lot of time, and I can get them up really quick, write a caption, and they can bring in new followers, get likes, engagement, etc. The second step is I have the AI extract the logic. So it's going to look at the patterns, it's going to look at the steps, it's going to organize everything I just said, and then it's going to share it with me, and then I'm either going to approve it or I'm going to edit it. And then we're going to build the library. We're going to start looking at what tools are needed for the AI to actually get this done. Is there any special knowledge that it needs to have on hand at all times? Are there any templates or files that it needs to get the work done fast? And this is the prompt that's going to say, okay, these are the steps you're going to work through with all of these different files. This is when you use this file at this step. This is when you're going to activate this prompt. This is when you're going to do this, etc. This is the part that brings the entire workflow together. It describes the workflow. And I love router prompts because they just open up a world of opportunity. And one of the places I love to use these is inside of ChatGPT projects, because even though you only have 8,000 characters limit for the custom instructions in the project, it doesn't matter, because the primary instructions are actually going to be a source file inside of the project. Another reason I like to use projects instead of custom GPTs is because it solves the memory problems. I turn the memory on. I make sure that the memory is isolated from the rest of the account, and the only thing that ChatGPT remembers is inside of those chats. And whenever I'm writing my steps, I use alphanumeric sequencing because I find that it helps the AI become more obedient or deterministic in step following. And the result is a reliable infrastructure that saves me hours every single week. This slide right here is the biggest opportunity or the biggest threat to OpenAI right now, because we all know that ChatGPT 2.0 image generation is miles ahead of Nano Banana. But there is a huge problem I've been trying to solve with ChatGPT 2.0 image that I just can't solve. And it has something to do with the project file path. I don't know what it is or exactly how ChatGPT reads files through its project path, but it doesn't read them directly. It's not like a file system. You can't upload 4, 5, or 10 images of yourself and then tell ChatGPT inside of that project to reference those images and create an image of you. You have to upload the photo in real time. You have to take a selfie. It shouldn't be like that. So if we go to this website, replicate.com, I haven't used it in a year and 2 months, but you could upload 10 to 20 images of yourself and seed it. And those images remain there, stored. You train your own model, and it can generate images of you based on your prompt. And all I have to do is use the trigger word Corey McClain. Create an image of Corey McClain standing on top of a Mercedes-Benz with a sledgehammer in his hand, swinging down to a cracked window. Make the image in GTA 6 style. Then we scroll down, we look at our aspect ratio. If I wanted for a YouTube thumbnail, I set it at 16.9, raise the output number to 4, just so I can choose the best one. Leave everything else the same and hit enter, and it's going to generate the image. We know that ChatGPT 2.0 has the best image generation on the market. And so if I can use Replicate to create images of myself like this, then why can't I store images or create a solid state image of myself with ChatGPT or Nano Banana? And if we look at the images, you can see that we still have that old-fashioned AI thing going on here. So if OpenAI is looking to place even more space between themselves and Google, rolling out a new feature where people can upload 10 to 20 photos of themselves and ChatGPT can actually reference those images when generating content would be a major upgrade. But as it is, I had to edit the image and upload a photo of myself as ChatGPT to replace that guy with me, keep the lighting, clothing, etc. the same. But now I have a carousel. And because this is an edited image, when I download it, it's going to download alone. But if I click on any image that was previously generated from the group of 10, I get to download all 10 images at the same time. And from there, you have a couple of different options. You can go to Meta Business Suite and upload your content. You can go to Instagram.com and upload your content directly, or you can airdrop them to your phone and then upload them from your mobile device, which is what I like to do. Inside of NotebookLM, we have 2 new features I want to quickly share with you. Number 1 is NotebookLM has the ability to self-sort files. The second update we have is the ability to change the cover photo. Now, there are a couple of problems with this. You can't adjust the photo up or down so that you can center it just how you want it. Also, you can't remove the emoji right now. And the images do look rasterized. And I've reached out to them on X about all of these issues. So hopefully they do something about it, because I would love to remove the emoji just so I can have a clean notebook. But the most important part is to click on this configure notebook icon. And where it says define your conversation style, etc., we don't want to choose learning. We want to choose custom. And then we want to paste in our router prompt, because it's essentially going to tell NotebookLM how to handle all of the other files. Now, if I upload the file to NotebookLM and it's just a source, NotebookLM is intelligent enough that when it reads that file, it's going to execute it, but we want to make sure that we place it here. And then I go to YouTube, and because of this Cortex Chrome extension, I can send videos in bulk into any notebook I choose. So let's take this playlist, how to use projects and agentic workflows. Click on view full playlist. We're going to click the NotebookLM tab. We're going to choose social media manager, and it's going to import each of those videos into this notebook. And now I might say something like, create an Instagram carousel about using AI agents to create content to grow your business. Then I send it over, and immediately NotebookLM is going to go through its instructions, and then it's going to give me a master prompt that I copy and paste inside ChatGPT for high quality content. Copy the prompt. We're going to switch over to a personal account. We're going to send the prompt over. And just like that, you see ChatGPT generating a 10-slide Instagram carousel that I can also post on TikTok in a matter of seconds. And it's high quality and it's on brand. And I have the highest levels of confidence in these carousels because they're based on my content. Something I would experiment with would be turning this into an agent. So I would start from blank, and then I would upload files. So I would upload my logo and anything else I wanted to be consistent. I'm not sure that images would work here. I've tried this several different ways, and I'm not sure that the agent file path is going to be different than the project file path, but let's give it a try. Now that I have the images uploaded of me, I'm going to back out. All right, let's give it the custom instructions or the router prompt from ChatGPT, and then let's upload files. Let's go get one of the first carousels we created, Come back to ChatGPT. We have the files uploaded. We have the images. We have the instructions. We're going to name this our social media manager. Create the agent. Try in ChatGPT. We're going to paste in our prompt from NotebookLM. Delete the dead letters before and the dead letters at the end. Press enter. All right. And so the agent did not create the images. So I'm going to tell the agent to use ChatGPT 2.0 to create the images exactly as they are defined in the prompt. Also, use the subject references uploaded to the agent as a reference for any images of the author on the call to action slide. I use the uploaded subject references to guide the author portrayal on the portrait-based slides, especially slide 7 and the call to action slide 10. Let's look at the images, and it worked there a little bit. This is definitely better than the others. So yeah, it used the reference images. Now, the reason why it's able to do that here is because these agents have an actual file path. I don't think you have that inside of projects. Projects are different. They don't have file paths like that, which is why this won't work. But you could theoretically come to your agent, click edit the agent, and then you can upload files. And so let's say you don't want to use NotebookLM or you just want to connect to your company data. You can run this same prompt inside of ChatGPT agents and create everything right here in-house. But you have to have a business plan or an enterprise plan. As it is right now, agents are not available on the pro plan, and I don't know why. A business plan with 2 seats is $50 a month, but a pro plan is $100 a month, and you don't get agents. I mean, there is a lot of usage you do get, but to not have a feature that's on a smaller price plan just seems off to me. Either way, that's the workflow. If you got value out of the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And as always, take care, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.